Over the course of my ownership of this Mazda 3, I modified many things on it. And if you've been following the channel for a little while, you would have probably noticed quite a few videos of me modding this car.
That's why in this episode, I'm gonna go over all the mods I've done so far to my Mazda 3.
Starting with the exterior, I've done quite a few aesthetic mods. In the front of the Mazda 3, I've installed yellow fog lights and painted the grille gloss black.
I've also recently wrapped the roof, the mirrors, and the inside of my rear spoiler,
which contrasts nicely with the white paint and the 20% window tint front and back, and 5% on the hatch window.
And that brings us to the rear, where I've installed a Mazdaspeed spoiler and a Mazdaspeed rear bumper. I've also tinted the taillights red, but I left a gap right here to give it an OEM Plus look for the reverse light.
I was able to upgrade the bulbs to LEDs to complete the look.
And finally, for the outside of the car, I painted the calipers red and I installed a set of fast wheels recently.
They are 17 by 7.5 with an offset of 35, riding on 215/45 R17 Continental Extreme tires.
Moving on to the engine, I have mostly basic bolt-ons when it comes to the engine, like the AEM cold air intake I recently installed, and even the grounding kit that I installed a little while back, but I was actually surprised with how much of a difference it made for a $25 mod.
And for the exhaust system, I'm running a full Mazdaspeed Catback with a second cat delete and some aftermarket exhaust tips. This is how it sounds.
Inside, this car is mostly stock. All I've really done to it is install a set of Mazdaspeed seats. I went from a driver's side that was a manual seat, now it's power assisted, and I have a few more adjustments on the driver's side seat. I installed a fake carbon fiber shift knob from Amazon. I think it was like 30 bucks. And then finally I installed some set of Matte Metrics floor mat, mostly to protect the car because I do drive it all year round and the winters here are pretty harsh in Canada. So I just want to keep things nice and tidy.
And last but not least, this is my favorite part of my Mazda 3, and that's the suspension.
One of the first mods I did was the rear Mazdaspeed sway bar, and at 26mm thick, it made the car handle very neutrally instead of understeering like factory.
Combined with some Eibach Sportline springs that lower the car about 2 inches lower than factory height, the Mazda 3 really handles great.
I've also installed front polyurethane bushings to be able to get a bit more feedback and steering response.
And that brings us to the brakes. So in the front, I've upgraded again to Mazdaspeed brake rotors and brake calipers. And in the rear, I've upgraded to some Mazda 5 brake bracket. The caliper is still the OEM, and then to match the bracket, a larger diameter rotor.
To get that extra pedal feedback, I added StopTech braided brake lines front and back.
And that's pretty much all the mods I've done so far to my Mazda 3. Soon I'm going to be doing a little bit of suspension work in the back and fine-tuning the exhaust system. So that's pretty much it for the episode today. So if you have any questions regarding any mod I've done so far to the car, just let me know in the comments below. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.